Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Feekaa Anion Hairdryer. And what I want to do is first of all get the hairdryer unboxed, have a look through it, some of the features and benefits that it offers. Also, I want to give it a demonstration just to see how well it performs. Just before we start, all I would normally ask is I would appreciate it if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up. Thanks very much. So first of all, let's get the hairdryer unboxed. Now, I know it's not too important, but something I always comment on a lot of my videos is the packaging that the product arrives in. Doesn't matter whether it's a hairdryer, vacuum cleaner, TV, I often comment on the packaging. And I must say, I really like this. First of all, it's showing you the product that's on it. It's not just arrived in a plain brown box. Put my teeth back in. As you can see, the hairdryer is available in two colours. You've got the pink and then you've got the black and like the rose gold. I've picked the black, well it's like a charcoal grey and the rose gold colour. I must say, I really like that. But anyway, I get distracted. As far as the packaging, just going back to it, as I say, I really like it. It's nice and solid. It's lovely solid packaging, so it's just guaranteeing that the hairdryer will arrive in a perfect condition. As we just take those bits out. What I do also like is that a lot of the packaging is recyclable as well. So even some of the plastic should be able to be recycled, but the rest of it's cardboard, so that's always a good sign. At least when you finish with the packaging, it can be recycled as well. A couple of other bits you get with it. First of all, you've got the instruction book, just show you how to operate the hairdryer. Also, you've got the warranty card. With this, it does come with a 1-year warranty. Hopefully you shouldn't need it, but if there were any issues, you've got all the information to hand. First of all, the hairdryer itself is really lightweight. And I suppose for some people, if you're going to be using it for a long period, then it's quite important that it's not too heavy for you. It is nice and comfortable in your hand. Also, the mains lead itself, for me, sometimes when you're buying a product, it's the little things that can make a difference. And just having this little Velcro strap around the mains lead makes quite a difference. It just means that when you're putting it away, you can just fold it all together and you've not got the mains lead or the mains cord all over the place. So that's a really good thing to mention. Also, this is 1.6 meters long, or around 63 inches. So compared to quite a few other hairdryers, it's a little bit longer. A little bit about the technology within the hairdryer. What this can do is this can actually release up to 100 million negative ions. And the main advantage of that, compared to a lot of traditional hairdryers, I suppose a lot of the cheaper ones, which can be around 10 million negative ions, the advantage of this hairdryer is that you can help to maintain sort of soft and glossy hair. And I suppose a lot of the time, if you are drying your hair using a hairdryer, that can make a huge difference. Another advantage is it helps to flatten the cuticles within the hair, and also it helps to reduce the static or frizziness that you can sometimes get. The Feekaa hairdryer has actually got a built-in NTC thermostat, and what that does is actually monitors the temperature up to 100 times a second, just to make sure it stays within the temperature range. But I think what I need to do is I need to plug this in, just to have a quick go with it. So, on the front here, we've actually got two buttons. So if we turn it on, that's it. So I'll just show you that quickly. So you've got the two settings on here. You've got the high and the low speed. You've also got the temperature selector as well. And I suppose what the Feekaa is really all about, rather than having a very high temperature like a traditional hairdryer, what the Feekaa hairdryer will do is it will actually try to have a lower temperature setting, but it will actually increase the amount of air that's coming out of the hairdryer. And what that does, first of all, it's I suppose a lot more energy efficient, but also rather than having a high temperature, it can actually be a lot better for your hair. So I've just zoomed in here just to show you the settings a little bit closer. So as I mentioned, you've got the high and the low speed setting. Also, when you first switch it on, you'll notice that you've got a colour just around the outside of the button. You've actually got 4 different colours. So the first one is the cool mode, that's in the blue. I'll just show you this because it is very good actually. Hopefully you can hear me over the noise of the hairdryer. Although pointing that out, it is actually pretty quiet. I've tried quite a few hairdryers over the years, and compared to others, this is actually very good. So that's the first one. You've got the blue on there, that's cool mode. Gentle mode, which is green. The next one is the purple setting, that's hot mode. And then the final one is the red setting. That's the quick dry mode, as Feekaa will call it. Something else to mention, you do get the magnetic concentrator. This is what Feekaa call it. I suppose it's a nozzle to quite a few other people. And the really good thing, because it is magnetic, it just sits on the front. A lot of cheaper hairdryers, it'll either clip on or it will twist on. There's quite a few different variations. You'll notice if you follow me on YouTube for a while, then on some of my videos, I have had William in there with me, just giving me a hand. He's not around today, and you will notice that I've got a spare chair sitting here. So really what I want to do is I'm going to get my other son, Thomas. He's got a lot more hair than me, so he has agreed to appear in the video, although it took a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of food was involved to help him, I wouldn't say bribe, but just to help him encourage participation within the video. But anyway, I'm going to go and get him. I'm going to make sure he's got some damp hair, and then I think the best thing is to give this a proper go. So this is Thomas, this is my eldest son. As you can see, he's got quite a jungle of hair. There's quite a lot of it. Certainly keeps him warm during the winter. But what I want to do is I'm just going to dry his hair because I've just dampened it a little bit. So he's just popped his head under the shower. But I think what we need to do is we need to give the Feekaa hairdryer a good go. What I'm going to do, because it's got quite a lot of hair, I'm going to pop it on the maximum setting just to see how effective this is. Also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try it with and without the nozzle on the front as well. So I think we'll start off without the nozzle, see how well that performs. You ready, Tom? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Now let's try it with the nozzle on. So, as you can tell, I'm no hairstylist because this has left Tom with well, he's got quite a mountain of hair anyway. But how was that? Was that okay?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I must say, I'm really impressed with how quickly it's dried the hair, especially around the front. It dried it very quickly. What I did is use the highest temperature to start with, and then I got about halfway through. Not long after I put the nozzle on, I changed it down to the cooler temperature. And I suppose the main advantage, as I mentioned earlier about the cooler temperature, is that it can be more energy efficient, so it's not consuming quite as much electricity. But also, I suppose, as Tom mentioned, I think I got a little bit close when it got the higher temperature, so it gets a little bit warm on his head. But also drying at a lower temperature, it can help to look after the hair and also to give you a nice glossy finish. I'm just going to quickly show you a demonstration. What I've done is I've actually lent the hairdryer to a professional hairdresser, so I just want to show you that quickly in action.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank Thomas for being in the video. Thank you very much, Tom. Hopefully it's not the last video he's going to help me out with. I think it's quite good to involve the kids sometimes with these videos, just makes it a little bit more fun. As I said, if you are thinking about buying one, I've provided a link below. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, just give us a quick thumbs up. If you've got any questions on the hairdryer, then clearly I've got one here. To be fair, I will be using it, so if you've got any questions on it, just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. If you have got one of these, because I see through Amazon, there's quite a lot of feedback on there. Then if you have got one of these, then let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.